Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJO Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1988 final week is on the air. Today is day one. Today is September 26, 1988. And we got a big game at Fenway Park as the Toronto Blue Jays take on the Boston Red Sox. Let's take a look at the standings here, the actual standing sheets that I print and post to the network. In the American League East, for the Boston Red Sox, it's very simple. They win tonight, they clinch the division. So a win tonight, and the Red Sox will be the American League East champions. Toronto, Detroit, and the Yankees are all tied for second, third, and fourth. The Brewers are a game and a half back, still a very much logjam here in the American League East. There are still very much a number of teams that can make the postseason. In the American League West, the Oakland Athletics have clinched the division. Minnesota and Kansas City, a win by the Twins tonight, they will clinch a playoff berth by virtue of having a winning record with 82 wins. The Kansas City Royals cannot clinch tonight a playoff berth. They still got to get a couple of wins yet, but they are 3 games above 500. So right now, Kansas City is very much alive. They just got to win ball games. Everybody else is eliminated. In National League East, the Pittsburgh Pirates have a 5-game lead on the Mets. A win by the Pirates, and they will clinch the National League East. The Mets only played 160 games in 1988, so they are right. So there is no way they can clinch can catch the Pirates if the Pirates win tonight. The Pirates would have to lose, and the Mets would have to win in order to still have a shot. The Mets, of course, have a 2.5-game lead on the Montreal Expos for second place. And right now, the Mets, with 90 wins, are the 3rd seed. The Cardinals are not out of it yet, but a win by the Expos and a loss by the Cardinals tonight, the Cardinals will be eliminated. In the National League West, San Francisco and Houston, the Astros are 2 games back of the Giants. They're still very much alive. Cincinnati, Los Angeles, and San Diego are still alive. Padres cannot lose another game or they will be eliminated. The Dodgers pretty much must go 6-1 in order for them to reach the postseason. The Reds are only 1 game under 500. The Reds just got to win games. They have a 1-game lead on the Dodgers. Dodgers cannot lose no more than 1 more game. After they lose, if they lose 2, they will be out. So lots of drama tonight here here in the pennant race as the final week is now ready to begin. John Haverly, Jeremy Brooks, and Frank Wainscott are first to join us here at Fenway Park. The Blue Jays historically won this game 11-1. They had 17 hits and an error. The Red Sox had 5 hits and an error. But tonight is very simple. A win by the Red Sox, they clinch the AL East. The Blue Jays, a win by them, they're still very much alive anyway. They just got to hold out in that 3-way tie for second and third in the division. Steeler fan and D-Puck now join us here. So we got a big game tonight at Fenway Park. Lots begin. This is only the first day of the final week. It is all set to begin the ending of the 1988 season. What will happen tonight? Let's find out. Starting pitcher for the Boston Red Sox tonight is Wes Gardner. We've seen him before, but as a reliever. 8 wins, 6 losses, 2 saves, a 3.50 ERA. He gets the call tonight for the Bo Sox. As we are all set and ready to go, the Blue Jays will come up to bat. The fans here at Fenway Park know what's at stake. A win, and the Red Sox will win the division. Let's see what happens. Leading off for the Blue Jays will be the shortstop, Tony Fernandez, 287 average, 5 homers, 70 RBIs in 88. We are using blue, white, and red dice. Red Sox are the home team. Brian B. and Big Clue now join us here at Fenway Park. A lot on the line here. Let's see what happens as we now begin the final week. 2-4 against the switch left. That's a walk plus, and that 8 will be ball 4. Fenway Park only adds 3 to walks. So Fernandez will draw a walk off of Gardner, and he will trot to first. First walk issued by Gardner. He had 62 of them in 88. Infield, a double play depth. And now we will see the third baseman, Kelly Gruber, 278 average, 16 homers, 81 RBIs in 88. Nothing wrong with those stats. Strategy roll, Fernandez at 15 stolen bases, and that 8, he'll stay put. Gardner will go ahead and pitch. Gardner, 4-2, walk plus 15, and another walk given up by Gardner. So Gardner walks the first 2 batters of the ball game. And now we will see the catcher, Ernie Witt, 251 average, 16 homers, 70 RBI. So already Gardner in some trouble here in the top of the first. Double play depth still on. Nothing on the 17. Witt is not going to bunt. He will swing. Gardner with the pitch. Gardner, 5-5. That's a pitcher result. That lefty is against the lefty. That 9 is going to be an out. And that's going to be a fly out to left. Getting over there will be Greenwell. And that will be the first out. Fernandez will not try to go to third. He will stay where he is. 1 down, and here comes the left fielder, George Bell. As far as I'm concerned, he was underrated. 269 average, 24 homers, 97 RBIs. Ain't nothing wrong with those stats. Strategy roll. That's a 17. He'll stay. Nothing will happen. Gardner will go ahead and pitch to Bell. Gardner, 6-5. Against the righty. That's going to be an out. And it's a fly out to center field. Ellis Burks will get there. And he will make the catch for out number 2. Fernandez, he may try to go to third. Let's see. He'll get there on a 1. And he'll stay at second base, 2 outs. 2 down. Maybe Gardner can get out of this inning. And the next batter is the first baseman, the crime dog, Fred McGriff. Hall of Famer? I think so. 282 average, 34 homers, 82 RBIs in 88. Anything on the strat? The 15 says no. Gardner will go ahead and make the pitch. Gardner, 3-6 against the lefty, walk plus, and now he walks, the bases loaded. So right now, Gardner having some major control issues here. Third walk given up to him in the inning. And now we'll see the Toronto designated hitter, Rance Mullenix, 300 average, 12 homers, 48 RBIs. Can Gardner get out of this jam? That's an 8, nothing happening there. Gardner will go ahead and pitch to Mullenix. He's walked, the bases loaded. Gardner, a 5-5, that's a pitcher result, and he will get out of it. That's going to be an out. And it will be a fly ball to left field. And once again, Greenwell will get to it. And he will make the catch and retire the side. Nothing across except 3 walks. Gardner better settle down, or it could be a very short night for him and a long night for the Bo Sox. Starting pitcher for the Toronto Blue Jays tonight, Jeff Musselman. 8 wins, 5 losses, a 3.18 ERA. I have no problem with those stats. As MV now joins us here at Fenway Park. Leading off for the Bo Sox, third baseman Wade Boggs. Hall of Famer? Absolutely. One of the greatest of all time? Yeah. 366 average, 5 homers, 58 RBIs. The American League version of Tony Gwynn, although I think Gwynn was still better. Musselman with the pitch. 3-3, walk plus, and that's ball 4. So now Musselman has problems here, and he gets the leadoff walk to Boggs. Coming up next will be Jody Reed. He is at second base today, 293 average, a homer, 28 RBIs. Double play depth is called. Anything on the strat? That is a 2, and Boggs is not going anywhere. After further review with Steve Tower joins us here at Fenway Park. After Brett, Boggs is the second greatest third baseman in American League history. Yes, in American League history, yes. Yes. Because we all know the greatest third baseman of all time, okay, is Mike Schmidt. Strategy roll. Nothing on that. Nothing on that real. Actually, okay, nothing on the strat. Musselman will pitch. Musselman, 1-5, strikeout 4. He got him, struck him out. That's a big K for Musselman. He had only 39 Ks in 88, and he does get Reed on a K. 1 out. David Vega joins us here at Fenway Park. Here comes the right fielder, Dwight Evans. Dewey had a 293 average, 21 homers, 111 RBIs, and 88. Runner on at first. Anything on the strat? The 18 says no. Musselman will go ahead and pitch to Dewey. Musselman, 4-4, range play at the park. Fenway Park, 5-4, and that's a double into right field, but it's a range play for Jesse Barfield, and he's excellent. His range is a 5, that is a 4. He'll make the catch and take a double away from Evans. And that'll be a fly out to right, 2 away. Nice play by Jesse Stadium Barfield out there. And now we'll see the left fielder, Mike Greenwell, one of the stars for the Red Sox in 88. 325 average, 22 homers, 119 RBIs. 2 men down, bottom of the first, Strat. Nothing on the 5, Bog stays put. Musselman with the pitch. 6-3, that's a pitcher result, and that's going to be an out with the 6 against no matter what the hand is. And that's going to be a ground ball to third. Taking over there will be Gruber. He'll toss it, and he will throw to second to get Boggs and retire the side. So nothing across for the Red Sox except a walk. No score after 1. We go to the top of the second. Leading off for the Blue Jays will be right fielder Jesse Stadium Barfield. 244 average, 18 homers, 56 RBIs, and 88. You think Brooks Robinson has to be in the conversation for best? Yes, absolutely. He was a human vacuum cleaner. He was a solid hitter, but not like Boggs or Schmidt or Brett. But no, absolutely, Steve. Brooks Robinson, yeah, he was a vacuum cleaner. Any ball that was hit there wound up at first base. Gardner, 2-2, home run chance. Righty, that's going to be too high. The 2 will be high. Barfield, 3-4, that's a ground out to short. And Spike Owen will make the play and toss it over for the out. 1 down, and here comes the center fielder, Rob Ducey. Didn't get much play with the Blue Jays, but he's not a bad hitter for the Card. 315 average and 6 RBIs. Only played in 27 games for the Jays that year. Gardner will go ahead and pitch. Gardner, 6-3. That's going to be an out, and it will be a fly out to left field. Greenwell will come in there and grab it for out number 2. 2 outs, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Nelson Liriano. 264 average, 3 homers, 23 RBIs. As I.D. Jester joins us here at Fenway Park. Good to see you there, Kirk. Again, I always want to say it was such a great time to see you, and I look forward to doing that again in the future. Gardner, 3-2, strikeout 6. He got him, swing and a miss, struck him out, and the side is retired. So Gardner has a better inning this time, retires the Jays in order, and we will go to the bottom of inning number 2. As Brian Hoxie joins us here at Fenway Park. Musselman gets back on the mound. Isn't there an applesauce named after Musselman's or something? Isn't there like a Musselman's applesauce? I know that name sounds familiar from somewhere. Center fielder Ellis Burks leads off for the Red Sox. A 294 average, 18 homers, 92 RBIs, and 88. That's a pretty darn good season. Musselman, 1-5, strikeout 7. Yes, he got him. Called strike 3. And Burks will go down. Second strikeout for Musselman. And that is out number 1. Yes, Musselman does produce applesauce. Thank you very much. As Clee baseball fan, Mr. Moley and Justin Ludwig now join us here at Fenway Park. Here's the Boston designated hitter, and that is Jim Rice. 264 average, 15 homers, 72 RBIs. Musselman with the pitch. 3-4. That's a range play. Rice. A 2-1, and against the lefty, that's a base hit past third, but it's a range play for Gruber. He's excellent. His range is a 5. That is a 2, and Gruber will get it and throw to first for the out. Nice play by Gruber. And now the shortstop, Spike Owen, 249 average, 5 homers, 18 RBIs in 88. Texac 75 joins us here at Fenway Park. Musselman with the pitch. 5-3, that's at the park. Fenway, 1-3, that's a ground ball hit to first. And the crime dog will get that. He'll take it himself. 1-2-3, go the Red Sox. No score after 2. Red Sox win tonight. They do clinch the American League East, which means they will either have the 1 or the 2 seed in the American League playoffs. The Pittsburgh Pirates have 95 wins total right now. The Pirates would have home field throughout, but they're only 2 games ahead of both Boston and Oakland, and San Francisco is way too far up behind. San Francisco or Houston is eliminated from having home field throughout. We go to the top of the third. I've always kept, do I keep a scorebook of your games by hand or PC? I'll go ahead and just show you the scorebook right there, Mr. Hoxie. It is done by hand. Everything is done by hand, sir. No electronics anywhere. Tony Fernandez leads off for the Jays. He walked his first time up. No gamey AI either. FastScore has been weird. This 88 season has not gone the way I expected it to. Gardner, 6-2, strikeout 11. That is high. Fernandez, 3-4, and against the righty, that's ground out to short. Owen will take it, toss it over, 1 down. Here's Gruber. Gruber has walked his first time up. Gardner will go ahead and pitch. Gardner, 3-5 against the righty. That is an out, and that's going to be a fly out to left field. Greenwell, they'll come in a few steps, make the play, 2 outs. Witt is next. Witt is 0 for 1. Red Sox win here. They clinch the division. Blue Jays, both Toronto, Detroit, and the Yankees are all 5.5 back of Boston. This final week is going to be very, very interesting by games of inside pitch and, of course, the 10-minute ticker. Gardner, 3-5. And against the lefty, though, that's a blank. Witt, 5-3. That's a fly ball hit to center field. And Ellis Burks, he'll get to it and make the catch. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for Gardner. We will go to the bottom of the third. It is good to see Mr. Moley. Haven't seen him in a long time. Musselman gets back on the mound. Leading off for the Red Sox will be the first baseman, Larry Parrish. Parrish started the year with the Texas Rangers. He is now a Red Sox for the rest of the season. 217 average, 14 homers, 52 RBIs. Musselman will pitch. 2-2. That is a strikeout, 10, and he got him. They'll go ahead and get Parrish at strikeout number 3 for Musselman, 1 down. And now the catcher, Rick Cerrone, 269 average, 3 homers, 27 RBIs. Rick Cerrone, only a handful of players that have played for the Yankees and the Red Sox. There have not been that many of them in the history of baseball, but Rick Cerrone, Johnny Damon, only a few of them actually went to play for the arch rival. Musselman, 2-5, strikeout 12, that is high. Cerrone, 4-1, that's a base hit to center field. Cerrone will get the first hit for the Red Sox. And he will hold at first with a single. And that will bring up Boggs. Boggs walked his first time up, infield double play. And Cerrone not really a threat to do anything, and that he will not do anything. Musselman will make the pitch. Musselman, 5-4, strikeout 13 is high. Boggs, 4, 6, and bonk, smacks one. That's going to be a double into left field. But will it score Cerrone? Base runner run, double to left field, -1 makes him a 0. He has no chance. He's as slow as mud, and he will stay at second base. He will get to third and stay there. So Boggs gets his first hit of the game, a double. And now the batter is Reed. Reed is 0 for 1. Infield is going to come in. Runners at second and third. Anything on Strat? The answer is no. Musselman will go ahead. Boggs, yes, Boggs also played for both. That is correct. And, of course, he won his championship with the Yankees. Musselman with the pitch. Musselman, 6'5", walk plus 18, ball 4, bases loaded. And now Musselman's got in a jam. And now here comes Dewey. Dewey is 0 for 1. Infield is going to play. They're going to play a double play depth because Evans has a 2 and a 3, and that would make it an automatic 4. And it would be a 4 no matter who gets the pivot. So we're going to play double play depth and see if they can get out the inning. Strategy. Nothing on the 12. Musselman now trying to get out of this jam. Bases full of Bo Sox. Musselman. 3-5. Wild pitch 11. No. Ball 1. Oh, nice stop there by Witt. Musselman, 6-3. That's a pitcher result. That's 16. He's going to get out of the inning. And that's going to be a fly ball hit to left field. And George Bell will get to it. He will make the catch and retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, and a walk. And the Red Sox are unable to get anybody in there. No score after 3. We go to the top of the 4th. Leading off will be George Bell. He's 0 for 1. Did not know Ricky Henderson also played with the Yankees and the Red Sox, and Ricky Henderson also played with the Mets. Also, there are not many players that played for the Yankees, the Red Sox, and the Mets too. Gardner with the pitch. Gardner 3-1 range play. Bell 6-2. It's a grounder to second base. It's hit to Reed. Reed's range is a 3. That is a 6. It'll get past him for a base hit. So Bell gets the first hit of the game for the Blue Jays, as he will go to first. And the batter now will be the crime dog. He walked his first time up. Infield double play. And that is a 20. Gardner throws to first, and Bell will get back. Gardner does have a very small pickoff rating, but it is there. Gardner with the pitch. Gardner, 5-5. That's a pitcher result. That 7's going to be an out, and it's going to be a fly out to left field. And Greenwell comes in a little bit, and he'll grab it to put him away. 1 down. Here's Mullenix. Mullenix is 0 for 1. Is Bell going to do anything? I don't think so. He won't. Gardner will go ahead and pitch. Gardner, 3-5 against the lefty. That is a blank. Mullenix, 2-1. And that is a fly out to right. Coming in there will be Dewey. And he's got it, 2 down. And now Barfield. Barfield is 0 for 1. Anything on the strat? That is a 1. Bell, no, nothing going to happen. Wes Gardner will keep Bell at first base. Gardner will go ahead and pitch. Gardner, 3-5 against the righty. That's an out. And that's going to be, it really doesn't matter, but I'm going to say it's a fly out to right field. Evans is going to get to that one as well. And that retires a side. No runs and a hit. The final score, there were 12 runs historically played in this game, and we don't have any right now as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Time for a drink. I know I had a bit of a late start tonight, but life got in the way a little bit. Remember, guys, if I schedule a game, and timeout also, give me a second here. Give me 1 second. I got to replace something here. Hold on. If I always go ahead and schedule a game, but sometimes life, if life goes ahead and interferes, if I schedule a game and sometimes it doesn't occur, or I don't get to play the game, then that just means that life got in the way, and so you know right here. Actually reloading the lead in my pencil because I ran out of lead. There we go. And this can go away. Okay. All right. Rain delay. Yeah, rain delay. All right, let's go to the bottom of the fourth inning. No score here between the Blue Jays and the Red Sox. And leading off for Boston will be Mike Greenwell, and he is 0 for 1. Yep, sometimes life equals a rainout. Yep. So, like I said, if I always say there's a game and no game ever pops up, that just meant something. Because unfortunately, when life does get in the way, there's no way I can let you guys know without streaming or posting, and I just don't feel like it's necessary. Musselman, 1-2. That is a blank. Greenwell, 5-6. That's a fly out to right field. Barfield will get to that one and make the play. Here's Burks. Burks is 0 for 1. Musselman pitching pretty well today. Both pitchers are. Musselman, 3-5. Wild pitch, ball 1. 3-6. That's a walk plus, and that will be ball 4 as Burks will draw the walk. And that is the second walk given up by Musselman. And that gives a chance to Rice. Rice is 0 for 1. Infield double play. And that is a 12. Burke's not going anywhere. Musselman will go ahead and he will make the pitch. Musselman, 4-3. That is a blank. Rice, 2-6. And that's a ground ball to second base. 3-4-5. Shortstop Fernandez, 0 pivot, 1-5 double play, and they got it. Side retired. Rice grounds out into the 4-6-3. And that ends the inning. And after 4, still no score. Red Sox trying to clinch the American League East tonight. So this is one of the first times ever we're actually playing a game where a division championship can be decided. I don't get to do that often, a division title. Rarely that's done by FastScore, but tonight got kind of lucky with the schedule. We go to the top of the 5th. Rob Ducey leads off for the Blue Jays. He's 0 for 1. Possibly you could post a message on your community page on the channel. That is true. You always assume I had to take his dice out to be unbalanced. Yeah, you give yourself the block dragon for that. Gardner, 3-5 against the lefty. That is a blank. Ducey, 5-1. That's a fly out to right. And Dewey will get there and put it away. Here's Liriano. Liriano's 0 for 1. Gardner with the pitch, 6-4. That's a strikeout plus. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. They'll go ahead and get Liriano there. And that is strikeout number 2 for Gardner. He had 106 of them in 88. 2 down, and here comes Fernandez. Fernandez is 0 for 1 with a walk. Gardner with the pitch. 4-1. Wild pitch, ball 1. 6-3. That's an out. And that's going to be a fly ball hit to right. And once again, Evans is going to get to that one. He will make the catch and retire the side. So ever since the 3 walks given up by Gardner, he's only allowed 1 hit. But so far, Musselman has equaled him pretty much. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, still no score. Spike Owen leads off for the Bo Sox. He's 0 for 1. Musselman with the pitch. 6-4. Hit by pitch. 6. Yes, he hit him. Plunk. Ouch. Musselman is a +3 with a 5, makes him an 8. That's a 6, and he goes ahead and hits Owen. Not what he wanted to do, I'm sure. First hit batter of the game. So Owen will trot to first. The next batter will be Parrish. Parrish is 0 for 1. Infield is at double play depth. Owen had no stolen bases. I doubt he'll do anything, and he won't. And Parrish will swing away against Musselman. Bottom of the 5th, no score here. Musselman, 6-2. Possible error. Parrish, 1-4 against the lefty. That's not an error. It's a slow hit ball to short. And that ball is picked up by Fernandez. Parrish not very fast. The throw to first. And he's out of there. Owen does go to second base, though. Parrish only a base runner of 1. And that's a slow roller. Fernandez makes a nice play to get Parrish out. But that will be an out there. Now the batter will be Cerrone. On the grounder to short. Cerrone is 1 for 1. He has one of the 2 hits that the Red Sox have today. Owen on at second base. Strategy roll. And that is a 4. Owen will stay put. Musselman, he'll set up and make the pitch. Musselman, 4-1. Home run chance at 18. No is too high. Cerrone, 2-4. Instead, he hits one to left field. That is an 18. And we won't get the home run, but that's going to be a triple for Rick Cerrone. Owen comes around from second. He can go ahead and walk home. Cerrone rounding second. He'll slide into third, and that is a triple for Cerrone. Stadium cheers. Yay! And the Red Sox finally get on the board. It's 1-0. Rick Cerrone comes through with a triple, just barely makes it. Against the lefty, a 15-18 is a triple, and he got that one. The batter now is Boggs. Boggs is 1 for 1, has a double and a walk. Infield will come in. Strat. Nothing on the 15. Cerrone will stay put. Musselman will go ahead and pitch. Musselman, 3-4. Range play. Boggs, 2-6. And that is a base hit past the pitcher. Musselman's range is a 2. And that is a 4. He'll get past him for a base hit. Boggs goes to first. Cerrone will score. It's 2-0 Red Sox. Stadium cheers. Yay! So Boggs hits it right past Musselman. And now 2 runs are in. And here comes Reed. Infield back at double play depth now. Reed is 0 for 1 with a walk. And Boggs holds at first base, but now the Red Sox have a 2-0 lead. Nothing on the strat. Boggs will stay put. Musselman will pitch it. Musselman 2-3. That is a blank. Reed 6-5. That ball is hit to center field. That's an 8. And against the lefty, that is going to be too high. And that's going to be a fly out to center. Getting under it will be Ducey. He makes the catch in near that triangle area, and that will be the second out. A chance now for Dewey. Evans is 0 for 2. Boggs will go ahead, see if anything happening with him. That is a 1, and no. Dwight Evans actually gets the hit and run, but you don't hit and run with 2 outs. Musselman will go ahead and pitch. Musselman, 6-4. Hit by pitch, 3. Yes, he hit Evans. Plunk. Ouch. He hits Evans, and now runners at first and second, and that is now the second hit batter of the game. So another hit batter, and the pitcher is automatic from now on, any hit batter, and pitchers are ejected. And now the batter is Greenwell. and he's 0 for 2. But the Red Sox have a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. Boggs on at second, Evans on at first. Strat, nothing on the 16. Musselman will make the pitch. Musselman, 6-3. That pitcher, that 19, that's a pitcher result, but the 19 is too high. Greenwell, 5-2, and it's a ground ball to third. That'll be handled by Gruber, and he's going to throw to second to get Evans, and that will retire the side. But the Red Sox, 2 runs on 2 hits, and 2 hit batters in the inning. 2 hit batters, actually. And that does it. At the end of 5, it's 2-0 in favor of the BOS Sox. Top of inning number 6 coming up. Kelly Gruber leads off for Toronto. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Gardner, he can pitch to, he's got still left in the tank. Gardner with the pitch. 6-2, strikeout, 17 is high. Gruber, a 5-1, and that's a ground out to short. Owen will handle that, toss it over, 1 down. Next up is Witt, and Witt is 0 for 2. Gardner, he'll go ahead and pitch. Gardner, 6-5 against the lefty. That's a blank. Witt, 6-4. That's hit to left field. That is a 14. And Witt's going to come through with a triple of his own. That's going to bounce off the green monster out there and roll around out there. Witt will slide into third. He also just barely gets a triple. So a big run at third base. The batter now will be Bell. The infield will be called in. 1 out here, top of the 6, 2-0, as now the Blue Jays have a chance to do something. Anything on Strat? The 7 says no. Gardner will go ahead and make the pitch. Gardner, 1-5. That's an out. And that's going to be a fly ball hit to center field. That's going to be caught by Burks for out number 2. Bell sacrifice fly of 2. He will not score Witt that way. Witt a base runner run. A 1, Burks a 0 arm. Witt's going to see if he takes off. On a 1, he will score. It is a 6, a possible throw. Here comes the throw from Burks. A 1-3, there could be an out. And that is a 5. Witt puts on the brakes and heads back to third base. So a fly out to center, but a nice throw by Ellis Burks from center. And Witt will stay at third. And now 2 outs. And here comes the crime dog. McGriff is 0 for 1. And now 2 outs here. 2-0 Red Sox. Strat, nothing on the 10. Witt stays at third. Gardner, he'll make the pitch. 3-2, strikeout 3. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. And the inning is over. Strikeout number 3 for Gardner. No runs and a hit for the Blue Jays, and they still stay down 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. As Baseball with the Demos joins us here at Fenway Park. If you have not voted for Baseball Demos' new Game of the Week season, he has 6 seasons he has selected for you, kind of like the same way that I do my selection show. Please make sure you vote on the video to make sure you get a choice of which season you want. And the season I chose was, my season choice was 2018. And it wasn't because I wanted the season. I actually just did Dave, all I did really was a race of dice. I just pretty much I did all 6 seasons. And then I rolled a D6 over and over again. And whichever season got to 7 first was the season I was going to select, because I really didn't care which season it was, but I wanted to put my vote. and 2018 actually won the race. So that was my vote. So 2018 was my choice. But I see a lot of other people made their votes as well. So make sure, if you have not voted on his video, make sure you do. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Jeff Musselman, he has 2 more batters he can face before he tires. They're going to let him pitch. And Ellis Burks leads off for Boston. He's 0 for 1. Did you roll a D6 on what to eat each day? Yes, as a matter of fact, Texags, I do, and I actually rolled ribs today. Musselman with the pitch. They were good, too. 2-2, strikeout, 19 is high. Burks, a 4-2. That's a fly out to right field. Barfield will get there and put it away. 1 out. And the next batter is Rice. Rice is 0 for 2. Musselman will go ahead and deal. Musselman, 4-4. Range play at the park. Fenway Park, 1-6. That's a home run to the opposite side. That is against the lefty. Rice needs a 13. That is a 10. There's not going to be a range play on that one. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is hit deep to right field, and that's going to find the short porch. It's gone. Home run, Jimmy Rice. Stadium cheers. Yay! That wasn't a mistake by Musselman. That was just Jim Rice powering that ball out of there. And it's now 3-0 Bo Sox. And now the batter is Owen. Owen got hit by a pitch his last time up. Musselman is now tired. They're going to see if they can stay in there a little longer, even though it is a 3-0 lead now. Musselman with the pitch. Musselman, 6-4, hit by pitch, 13, no, and that would have gotten him out of there. Owen, 3-2, that's hit to center field. That is a 12, and against the lefty, that's going to be a little high, and that's going to be a fly out to center. And it looks like Ducey will make the catch, 2 down. 2 outs now for Parrish. Parrish is 0 for 2. Fans here at Fenway Park so far doing a heck of a job here, liking what the Red Sox are doing, 3-0. Musselman, 4-2, range play. Parrish, 3-1. That's a ground ball, hit the third. It's hit to Gruber. Gruber's range is a 5. That is a 4. He's got it, picks it up, tosses it over, and that will end the inning. 1 run on 1 hit, a solo bomb by Jimmy Rice. And he gets that done, and the Red Sox now have a 3-0 lead on the Blue Jays. We go to the top of the 7th. Gardner, he can pitch to 3 more batters before he tires. He's pitching a shutout. They're going to let him stay out there, although the Red Sox bullpen is warming up. Rance Mullenix leads off for the Bluebirds. He's 0 for 2. Gardner will go ahead and pitch. Gardner, 1-3, strikeout 2, swing and a miss, struck him out. And that is strikeout number 4 for Gardner. Next batter is Barfield. Barfield is 0 for 2. Gardner has really settled down after giving up 3 walks in the first inning, but not getting no runs. He's only scattered 2 hits. Gardner, 2-2, home run chance. May have spoke too soon, but that 10 against the righty is too high. Barfield, 6-3, and that's a fly out to right field. Dewey Evans will get to that and put it away, 2 outs. Here's Ducey. Ducey is 0 for 2. You right saw hit a monster home run during Home Run Derby before Hall of Fame. That man, Jim Rice, I don't care what anybody says, Jim Rice was one of the strongest home run hitters ever. I'm not taking anything away from the likes of Judge or Mantle or Babe Ruth, but if anybody's seen Jim Rice hit home runs, you couldn't find the ball out usually after he hit one out. Gardner with the pitch. 4-5. That's at the park. Fenway, 2-5. That's a base hit to center field. That'll be a single. As Ducey heads to first. A base hit for Ducey. Now Gardner is tired, but they're going to see if he can get out of the inning. And Liriano is the batter, and he's going to come out of the game. Nelson Liriano is 0 for 2. Liriano will come out. The Blue Jays are going to go to the bench, and they're going to bring out Manuel Lee to pinch hit. He will also take over at second base. A 291 average, 2 homers, 38 RBI. So Liriano out, Lee is in. And he's much better second baseman than Liriano is. So they will bring in Lee here. 4-0. So now Manuel Lee will go up against Gardner. 2 outs. It's not automatic. It's Manuel Lee. Absolutely. That's, of course, is old there, Dave. You're way behind the times, man. That's already been used. Think of something new. The 17 is too high. Gardner will go ahead and pitch. Gardner, 2-1. Possible error. Lee, 6-6. It's a line drive it right to Gardner, and he's going to make the catch. Even if there wasn't 2 outs, Gardner's error rating is a 0, and you don't have errors on lineouts unless you're trying to pick somebody off. And that is a line out right back to Gardner. Side retired. No runs and a hit. And a great job here by the Red Sox getting it done. And we are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I will, and Sweet Caroline, I will be right back. Don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Usually when I do the final week, I usually do not schedule a game until after the 10-minute ticker of the previous day. Right now, I really would like to play a game from the American League West, and it looks like the next game is probably going to be the Oakland Athletics taking on the Minnesota Twins. But it's also very possible I may be doing another game. So we'll see what happens here, as I will not choose a ball game yet until after the 10-minute ticker. The final week, I usually don't do that. I usually don't I schedule a game until the ticker is out to try to play the best game possible. And if we have to repeat the teams on the same night, we do it. That's why the final week is much different than any other game I do, because I do not schedule the games beforehand. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Red Sox leading 3-0. Rick Cerrone is the batter. He's 2 for 2, a triple and a single. Musselman is done. The Blue Jays will go to the bullpen here. And they got right, left, right. So I think the Blue Jays, see, they're going to bring out the pitch. And they'll go with Ward. Coming on to pitch for the Toronto Blue Jays will be Dwayne Ward. 9 wins, 3 losses, 15 saves, a 3.30 ERA. Ward will be the second Toronto pitcher. Oh, by the way, of course, I told you I use ghost runner rules. Of course, if a starting pitcher is used in the regular season, do not have to worry about the postseason. Ghost runner rules will not be used in the postseason at all. That I can guarantee you. I don't care if a starter comes up. No ghost runner in the postseason, period. Ward with the pitch, only in regular season games. Ward, 5-2, error on a throw. Cerrone, 5-5. That ball is hit to center field. That's a 3, and against the righty, that'll be a base hit. There won't be a throwing error, and Cerrone gets his 3rd hit of the night. He's now 3 for 3. That's his 2nd single. Batter now is Boggs. Boggs is 2 for 2, a single and a double. Infield double play depth. Strategy rolls are still on. Nothing on the 10. Cerrone still on at first. Ward will make the deal. Ward, 3-6. Wild pitch, 16. A possible pass ball. Win is a pass ball rating of 1. And that's going to get past him, and Cerrone will go to second. That's a pass ball on Ernie Witt. And now an insurance run is out there for Boston at second base. And they will pitch to Boggs here. But now the infield is back. Reroll the strat. Nothing on the 5. Cerrone stays put. Ward with the pitch. Ward, 3-1. Wild pitch again. Another possible pass ball. But this time he makes the stop. Oh, Witt almost had 2 pass balls in a row. And I know Dwayne Ward would not have been happy with that. That happens to be, that is, by the way, that is ball 2. Ward will go ahead and pitch again. Ward, 1-6. That's at the park. Fenway, 3-4. And that is a blank. We have a rare play instead. So rare plays, men on, and it's a 13. Batter slides head first into first base. He is out, trying to beat out a slow runner to short. Runners advance 1 base. Boggs, they say check for injury to batter, and Boggs' injury rating is a 1. So a 1 or a 2, he can stay in the game. He's a 6, that's out. Wade Boggs is going to be taken out of the ball game as he is hurt. And that will be it for him. But remember, we're still in regular season. Injuries are not full-time until the postseason. So Cerrone goes to third on a ground ball to first. Boggs is out. And now the Red Sox need another third baseman. And let's see who that's going to be. And it will be, let's see. So the shortstop is Owen. And no. Coming into play third base will be Ed Romero. He will take over at third. So timeout for a substitution as Romero now will play third base. Not as good at the position, though. A little lower in range. But the Red Sox do lose Boggs' bat for the rest of the game. So Ed Romero will now play for the Red Sox. Boggs is fine. He'll be back in the next game. Remember, injuries are only full-time in the postseason. Are you going to have a rule like a reliever can only pitch no more than 3 straight? No, there is no fatigue at all in my postseason. All pitchers are available no matter what. There is no fatigue. Only game fatigue, like, Dwayne Ward and like the 8 and the 3, but no daily fatigue, nothing like that. Everybody is always fresh. I just don't have time to deal with fatigued pitchers. I don't have time for it. So Cerrone now on at third. The batter now is Reed, and Reed is 0 for 2 with a walk. And there's 1 out. Infield is going to come in. So Ward's going to go ahead and pitch to Reed. Strategy rolls are still active. And that's an 11. Cerrone will stay put. Ward with the pitch. Ward, 2-2, walk plus. That's 6 is ball 4. And Reed will trot to first. So we'll walk. So Dwayne Ward comes in, is right now having some issues. A base hit to Cerrone, and now a walk to Reed, and now a chance for Dewey Evans. Evans got hit by a pitch his last time up. He's 0 for 2. As Bleacher Bums Gaming joins us here at Fenway Park. You want to talk about a guy that knows how to create a good sports game? That would be Mr. Anthony Crooks of Bleacher Bums Gaming, creator of probably and virtually the greatest tabletop game of all time, and that would be Glory Days Boxing. Glory Days College Football is right behind that. So runners at first and third, they're going to bring double play depth in here as the Blue Jays are going to try to get out of this inning. Strategy roll, and that's a 10. Nothing happening there. Reed on at first, Cerrone on at third. Ward will make the pitch. Ward, 2-2, walk plus 17, and that is another ball 4. So Dwayne Ward comes in relief, and he can't get anything done, really. Bases full of Bo Sox, and here comes Greenwell. And now they're going to call the infield in and try to turn a home to first double play. So bases loaded. Dwayne Ward pitching to Greenwell. The fans here at Fenway Park are really excited. The Red Sox have a 3-0 lead. A win tonight, the Red Sox clinch the American League East. They will have the number 1 or number 2 seed because Oakland is right behind them. Strategy roll. And that's a 4, nothing happening. Ward will go ahead and pitch. Ward, 3-4, that is a blank. Greenwell, 2-3, that ball is hit to left field. That is a 5, and against the righty, that's going to be a single. Sarone will come in to score. Let's see, Reed, a base runner 2, and that's a single. That's a single to left field. +1 makes him a 3. And he'll score. Reed will come around and he will score. Evans, however, that 3 is too high, and Evans will hold at second base. Greenwell holds at first. 2 runs come in. 5-0 Boston. Stadium cheers. Yay! You give up walks, and sooner or later you're going to get burned. And 2 runs for the Red Sox tonight, now leading 5-0. And here's Burks, and that's it for Ward. He is done. He comes in and he can't get anything done for the Blue Jays. So they're going to go back to the bullpen. Let's see who they're going to bring out to pitch now. And that is going to be... Coming on to pitch for the Blue Jays will be Mark Eichhorn. No wins, 3 losses, a save, a 4.18 ERA. Eichhorn will be the 3rd Toronto pitcher. Now infield back a double play. 5-0 Red Sox now. Strategy rolls are off. Eichhorn against Burks. Burks is 0 for 2 with a walk. Eichhorn, 4-6, strikeout. The 16 is high. Burks, 5-6, and against the righty, that's a ground ball to first. 1-0-0 because the first baseman is holding. Although with runners at first and second, I kind of think he's playing back. So in this case, because he's not really holding the runner on at first, somebody actually made that clarification in the forums, and I actually agreed with that. Although the rules still have him that, because you would not be holding a runner at first if there's a runner on second. So I'm going to actually say it's a 1. And let's see here. So what? That was a ground ball to first. Well, actually, it's still a 0 anyway because it was hit to first. Shortstop pivot is Fernandez. There's no way you can get a double play anyway. Let's see where the ball went. That's a 5, and the only play they get is to throw to second to get Greenwell, and that's out number 2. So Greenwell threw out at second base, and I'll actually ask for Chris to make a clarification on that, and I may have to ask him again. But that is a fielder's choice, and there are 2 down. So now the batter is Rice. Rice hit a bomb his last time up. He's 1 for 3. Bleacher Bums Gaming starting work on the 2022 football season. Anthony knows his stuff. That man knows how to create. That man knows how to create some awesome sports games. Let's all support him, people. You know, if he's got a game available, I have every one of his sets of the Glory Days boxing, even though I don't play it that much, but still, I have his sets. I bought a copy of Game Day of Glory Days College Football. Please support the man. The man does a heck of a job, and he deserves it. Eichhorn with the pitch. 4-3, strikeout 6. He got him. Called strike 3 on Rice, and that'll retire the side. But Boston gets a couple of runs. 2 runs on 2 hits, and a couple of walks and a fielder's choice. The Red Sox have a 5-0 lead here after 7. A win for the Red Sox, and they clinch the American League East. They will either be the 1 or the 2 seed in the postseason. We go to the top of the 8th. Tony Fernandez leads off for the Blue Jays, and he is 0 for 2. Gardner is tired. They are going to be done with that's going to be it for him. The Red Sox are going to take him out, and they're going to go to the bullpen here, even though it's a 5-0 lead. But they're going to go ahead and bring out someone else here. And he's got switch right left, and I think lefty may be the way to go here. Maybe, yeah. Coming on to pitch for the Red Sox will be Tom Bolton. 1 win, 3 losses, save, a 4.75 ERA. Bolton will be the second Boston pitcher. Should be calling MLB games on the radio. I tell you there, Anthony, I really did miss my calling. All my life, I always feel like I took the road that was less, that I should have taken the road that was less traveled. Bolton with the pitch. 2-4, range play at the park. Fenway, 4-6, and that is another blank. We have a rare play. So it's not going to be a range play, but that's going to be a 36. Batter chases 2-strike pitch in the dirt for a strikeout. Resolve play by checking if the catcher allows a pass ball. If pass ball, then scores strikeout, and pass ball batter to first. I think that's the first time I've ever rolled that one. The catcher is Cerrone. His pass ball rating is a 2. That is a 5. It is a pass ball, so it is a strikeout, but Fernandez is going to wind up at first base. So it is a strikeout, but it does go. But Fernandez is on first base. So I give that a K, and then I give it a 1B to show that is a strikeout, but no out, of course. So Fernandez is now on at first as a tough play there by Cerrone, and now Gruber, the batter, infield double play depth. Gruber is 0 for 2. No strategy roll. Fernandez at first. Bolton will pitch. Bolton, 5-4, that is a blank. Gruber, 3-4, that's a fly out to left. Greenwell will get to that one and put it away, and that's out number 1. The next batter is Witt, and Witt is 1 for 3. He got a triple his last time up. Reminds me of the Mets announcer, Ralph Kiner. That is very, very generous of you, sir, but you cannot put me in that man's class. Ralph Kiner belongs in the class of Bob Murphy, belongs in the class of Lindsey Nelson, belongs in the class of Vin Scully, Ernie Harwell. No, I can't belong in that class. I'm sorry. Fernandez on at first with the batter now. Bolton with the pitch. Bolton, 2-5. That's a possible error. Witt, a 4-3. That's a ground ball to second base. The ball is hit to Reed. His error rating is a 0. He won't make an error. So now we see if he gets a double play. 2, 2, 3. Shortstop. Owen, 0 pivot. 1 to 3. Double play. No. He throws to Fernandez to get him out. But Witt will take first base. Fielder's choice. So fielder's choice for Witt. 2 men down, a chance for Bell. Bell is 1 for 3. Robert is right up there with Kip Scary. Oh, I'm definitely not as good as Kip Scary there, Dave. Kip Scary is the best. You know what? I was wrong. Vin Scully, Ernie Harwell, Bob Murphy, forget it. None of them can hold a candle to Kip Scary. He is the best. Nobody beats Kip Scary. Greatest announcer of all time. I totally agree with you there. I don't belong in Kip Scary's class. Vince Scully would even say he doesn't belong in Kip Scary's class. 2 men down. Bolton with the pitch. 5-6. Walk. 19. That's high. Bell, a 4-4. And he laces a base hit past third. That'll be a single. And Witt will get to second base. And Bell goes to first. So the Blue Jays are not done yet. And now the batter is McGriff. And that may be it for Bolton, and it is. That's going to be it for Tom Bolton, as he's pitched his 3. That'll be it for Bolton there. Red Sox will go back to the bullpen. They're going to turn McGriff around here. They'll bring in a righty. And that will be Bob Stanley. 6 wins, 4 losses, 5 saves. A 3.19 ERA. Stanley will be the 3rd Boston pitcher. So the Blue Jays are threatening here in the top of the 8th, but they're down 5-0. 2 men down. Stanley will pitch to the crime dog. Fans here at Fenway hoping for a good pitch. Stanley with the pitch. 3-5. Strikeout 18. No, just missed. McGriff will swing. 2-2, and it's a fly ball to center field. Burks will come in there. He will measure it, make the catch, retire the side. No runs, 2 hits for the Blue Jays. And the Blue Jays, who crushed the Red Sox in this game in real life, 11-1, they're getting shut out 5-0. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Boston Red Sox have been absolutely red hot in 10-minute ticker and on the board. Right now the Red Sox are playing the best baseball in the whole league. They came out of nowhere and just screamed up the ladder to take this division. Mark Eichhorn will stay on the mound. Spike Owen leads off for the Red Sox. He's 0 for 2 after ending with a hit batter. Eichhorn will pitch. Eichhorn, 1-3, range play. Owen, 3-2. That's hit to center field. That is a 19. That's going to be too high, but the center fielder, Rob Ducey's got to make a play. His range is a 3. That is a 1. He'll make the catch. 1 out. Nice play by Ducey to make sure that Owen doesn't get anything there. Next batter is Parrish. He'll bat. He is 0 for 3, though, but he'll stay out there. You got a 5-0 lead, and Parrish is a pretty decent first baseman. Eichhorn with the deal. Eichhorn, 5-3, range play. Parrish, 6-6. That's a base hit past third, but it's a play for Gruber. His range is a 5. That is a 1. Gruber makes another nice play at third and throws him out. 2 down. Kelly Gruber's made some excellent plays out there. His range is a 5. And now Cerrone. And Cerrone's having a great night. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a triple. Eichhorn will go ahead, settle in and pitch. Eichhorn, 2-6, that's a blank. Cerrone, 4-2, that's a ground ball to second base. And it will be Manuel Lee taking care of that. He'll throw it over and retire the side. Nice job by Eichhorn, nosing across. After 8, 5-0, Bo Sox. But will we see some ninth inning magic? Top of the 9th, the Red Sox have gotten a lot of ninth inning magic in this 88 season. And how good are the Boston Red Sox on the board? They are 6-0. The Red Sox have not lost a game of inside pitch. So they have a major tiebreaker there, okay, against Oakland. Oakland is 1-5 on the board. So if the Red Sox and the Athletics tie for the best record in the American League, the Red Sox will be the number 1 seed. So Boston has been excellent on the board this season. Bob Stanley, he will stay on the mound and try to close this game out, although Lee Smith is getting ready. Rance Mullenix leads off, and he is 0 for 3. Harry Doyle's our favorite. Oh, Harry Doyle is the best. 5-0 Red Sox. Top of the 9th, Stanley will pitch. Stanley, 5-6, possible error. Mullenix, 2-6, and that is a fly ball to center field. That's hit to Ellis Burks. His error rating is a 5. That's a 16. He'll go ahead and make the catch. 1 out. One down. And now the batter is Barfield. Barfield is 0 for 3. The Red Sox are now 2 outs away from winning the American League East. Stanley will go ahead and pitch. Stanley, 3-3. That's a blank. Barfield, 6-2. It's a ground ball to third base. Up with it is Romero. He has it. Throws to first. 1 man out left to go for them to win the division. And now the last chance for the Blue Jays will be Rob Ducey. And Ducey is 1 for 3. Red Sox pitching has been outstanding tonight. Stanley gets set up and ready. When it looked like the Red Sox were not even going to figure in the season, they suddenly went ahead and jumped all the way up. Stanley sets up. The fans here at Fenway Park are loud. They are ready. Stanley ready to pitch the Red Sox into the division title. Stanley sets up, and here comes the pitch. 4-6. Strikeout 7, swing and a miss, struck him out. That's your game. The Red Sox win it 5-1. The Boston Red Sox are the 1988 American League East Division champions. Stadium cheers. Yay, yay. And they're going to mob the field and celebrate a division title as the Boston Red Sox do go ahead. They win this game 5-0. They are the American League East champions, and they will have the 1 or the 2 seed in the postseason. Congratulations to the Boston Red Sox, who at one point, and I'm going to tell you exactly where they were at. At one point, the Red Sox, let me see here real fast. The Red Sox at one point were 56-47. Matter of fact, maybe even further back than that, were they? Let's see. They had a losing record at one point. No, well, they were up. There were 56-47. Then they went. Then they went 14-9, and then they went, and then they went 14-8. Yeah, no, they were incredible. The Boston Red Sox go ahead, literally steal this division away, and they are your AL East champions. And they are undefeated on the board. They are 7-0 on inside pitch. This team could be very tough to knock out. Final line score coming up. For the Red Sox, 5 runs on 7 hits and no errors. For the Blue Jays, no runs on 5 hits and no errors. The winning pitcher is Wes Gardner. He'll take the win. Jeff Musselman will take the loss, and there is no save, although I will give Bolton and Stanley holds because they really didn't give up anything. A 5-0 win for the Boston Red Sox. They win the American League East. But what will also happen in the rest of the league? Let's find out. 10-minute ticker coming right up. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. This is the final week, so now we're only doing 1 day per 1 game of baseball. So now only 1 day we do tonight from the rest of the season. So we know that the Red Sox did beat the Blue Jays. They go 5-0. And I'm also real time too. So the Red Sox they now knock the Blue Jays down a notch. Are now at 94. So now let's see what else happens. I like to do first the meaningless games if possible. Texas and the White Sox. I like doing the meaningless games first before we get to any of the good ones. Texas and the White Sox, 12-66, and that is 10. White Sox, 8-14, and that is 1, and that's a win for the Rangers. Let's see here. Anything else? Nope. Now the rest of the games count. Okay, now let's go back. The Yankees take on the Orioles. Now the Orioles, of course, are out of it. But with the Red Sox knocking out the Orioles, the Yankees now have a chance. The Yankees now have a chance to get back into third place. They are all tied up. But with the loss by Toronto, right now Detroit and the Yankees are a half game ahead of them. But the Yankees have got to beat the Orioles. And the Orioles have been playing spoiler. Yankees 1636, and that is 5. Orioles 763, and that is 7. And the Orioles give the Yankees another loss. Baltimore beats the Yankees, and the Yankees right now they were at 86 and 61. They are now 87 and 68. And that is a bad loss for the Yankees. That is a bad loss. Now we got to go. Now we go to the rest. Detroit at Cleveland. A chance for the Tigers now to take over second on their own. Detroit 12-35, and that is 4. Indians 4-26. And that is 2. With the Blue Jays and the Yankees both losing, the Tigers have now moved into second place on their own. And right now they would be the 3 seed. Seattle at Kansas City. Big important game for the Royals. The Royals are 79 and 76. The Royals are 79 and 76. The Royals are in third. They would clinch, but they got to get above 500. They're playing the Mariners, and Steeler fans' favorite player of all time, Bill No-Hitter Swift, is on the mound for the Mariners. I know Steeler fan will be cheering for Bill Swift in this game. Seattle 2-45, and that is 3. Kansas City 15-46, and that is 6. And the Royals needed that badly. So Kansas City will now have 80 wins. They need 2 more to definitely clinch a playoff berth. And so Bill Swift loses this game, and I know Steeler fan must be devastated. Cubs and the Expos. Very important game now in the National League. The Expos are 2.5 back of the Mets for second place. This is a very important game for Montreal. The Cubs are trying to play spoiler. Cubs 4-53, and that is 4. Expos 8-41, and that is also 4. They will go into extras. Very important game. Very important game. Cubs roll a 5. -1 is 4. The Expos roll a 2. -1 is 1. The Cubs will win, and the Expos are now dropped to 3 back of the Mets in second place. A chance for the Mets now to go ahead and solidify second place better. They're playing the Phillies. The Mets are 5 back on the Pirates. A loss here by the Mets, and the Pirates will win the National League East. The Mets only played 160 games in 1988. If they lose this game here, they still stay 2.5 ahead of Montreal, but the Pirates clinch. Mets 1936, and that is 5. Phillies 4-22, and that is 1. And another happy recap for my New York Mets. But now the Cardinals now play the Pirates. Very simple here. Let me see here, I think. Let me see. 80. Now the Pirates are playing the Cardinals. If the Pirates win, they will clinch the division, and they will knock out the Cardinals. The Cardinals cannot lose this game. If they lose here, even with Montreal losing, the Cardinals would have 74 losses. And with the Expos at 88 wins, the Cardinals would be done. The Cardinals must win to stay alive. Cardinals win, they're alive. If the Pirates win, the Pirates are still the NL East champions. Cardinals 361, and that is 5. Pirates 954, and that is also 5. Of course, it goes to extras. It goes to extras. Cardinals and the Pirates. The Cardinals' season is on the line. Cardinals will be first. Cardinals roll a 3. +0 is 3. Pirates Roll a 2. Plus 0 is 2, and the Cardinals stay alive. The Cardinals stay alive. They will now get to within 4.5 of the Expos for third. And because the Pirates lose, the Mets are now 4 back of the Pirates. The Mets still have a shot to win that division, although I really don't think it's going to happen. Dodgers and the Padres. Dodgers and the Padres. The Dodgers have 79 losses, and the Padres have 80. A win here by the Dodgers, they stay alive. A loss by the Padres will have 81 losses, and they will be out. Fernando Valenzuela against Dennis Rasmussen. Dodgers and the Padres. Let's see how this goes. Dodgers 2-21, and that is 1. Padres 856, and that is 6. The Padres stay alive, and the Dodgers are now at 80 losses. The Dodgers can lose no more, cannot lose another game. Now, with the Padres winning, they're now Cincinnati and the Giants. The Astros did not play today. The Giants have a chance. They are 2 games ahead of the Astros. A win here, and they will go ahead and get an extra half game. If the Reds can beat San Francisco today, the Astros will be a game and a half back, and the Reds will be back to 500. This is a huge game for the Reds. Cincinnati at San Francisco. Browning against Russell. The Reds win, they're back to 500. Giants win, they have a 2.5 game lead. Here comes the roll. Reds 6-23. And that is 2. Giants 751, and that is 5. The Giants will increase their lead on the Astros, and the Reds now drop to 77 and 79. They could not take advantage of the loss by the Dodgers, and the Padres get a little closer. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Now the question is who to play. We've already done Toronto at Boston. With the Red Sox winning the division title, the Red Sox games pretty much are meaningless. Oakland plays Minnesota, and Minnesota, they went ahead. Let's see, Minnesota. What did they do here? Minnesota, they did not play today, so the Twins have a very important game against Oakland coming up. Cincinnati plays San Francisco. That's a very important game, too. Let's see. Oakland at Minnesota. Houston plays Atlanta. No. Cardinals and the Pirates. That's an important game, too. Dodgers and Padres is actually very important as well. I know you're saying LA, San Diego. 4 very important games tomorrow. We just played an American League game, so let's go to the National League. So we got the Cardinals and the Pirates, and we got the Dodgers and the Padres. I just did the Cardinals with the Mets a couple of days ago, so we're going to do our game tomorrow night will be the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the San Diego Padres. Even though St. Louis, Pittsburgh is a good one, yes. But this game is probably even more important because whoever loses tomorrow is out. So that game will do it because the Dodgers now have 80 losses and the Padres have 80 losses. So whoever loses tomorrow, that game is out. So we will do that game. It will be Tim Leary for the Dodgers and Eric Chow for the Padres. A huge matchup tomorrow night. Sunday night, whoever loses is out. Dodgers and the Padres tomorrow night. Be there or be square. John Haverly, David Vega, Steeler fan, Doug Hunt, Brian Patterson, Texag 75, Bleacher Bums Gaming, Anthony, Big Clue, Baseball with the Demos. Let's see here. Clee Baseball fan, of course, Doug Hunt, Brian Hoxie, Mr. Moley, 55. Justin Ludwig, Brian B. MV. ID Jester, After Further Review with Steve Tower, and G Puck, and Frank Wainscott. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so, and make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Los Angeles Dodgers, the Boston Red Sox shut out the Toronto Blue Jays 5-0. They are the 1988 American League East champions. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. Have a good one.